God damn, that's creepy. Aw, she just wants to be loved. It wasn't Rebecca. But aside from some inconsistencies in both memory and personality, his actions were almost identical to hers. And that was real enough for me. There you go, Life with the Monster Girl. Yeah. I like how they haven't even combed the hair out of the way or made it appear more human. It's close enough to human for me. I moved to an affordable country home, just like I wanted. It was a nice place, somewhere comfortable, where I could hide Rebecca from the world. It barely spoke, and it never felt human to me. But I would go on and pretend things were just as they were prior to Rebecca's death for almost 11 months. Well, life didn't really change after Rebecca came back. I got another office job. At first it was refreshing to be around co-workers that didn't resent me, but my life was too secretive to ever make friends. It may have been the same old routine, but now I wasn't in it alone. I now had a creepy creature living in my house. Even the undead need wubs. So true, so true. Thing is, it hasn't really acted human, which is why I'm. Oh, now it kind of is, I guess. What are you doing there? I cut up the neighbor's cat. Want some? I often feel guilty, but never guilty enough to return to my grief. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Come with us, page 11. Abnormal. Perhaps this was. Jane realized people could probably see her. They were in the open field that was at the back of the house. They walked in a line, the children in front, herself following, holding out her raw hands. They led her through the field. She didn't know how long they'd been walking for. Whenever she faltered or hesitated, without looking, they knew. Come with us, they would encourage her. So she continued. Until they came to the lake, she stopped in her tracks. No, I'm not, I can't. They all stood in line and turned to her. They faced her with blank expressions. They didn't speak, as she expected them to. They waited. Jane's gaze darted between them and her burned hands. The pain was making her restless. She shifted her weight from leg to leg, rocking from side to side. They waited. I can't come with you, she spoke quickly. They walked towards her. Jane felt her heart quicken. The little boy took her hand, as did the girl. The other boy took hold of her dress. They looked at her. The touch of their icy hands felt good against her burning skin. The three of them blinked at her unexpectedly, though they didn't speak. She took one step forwards. They all stepped with her. She inhaled and took another step. Slowly they made their way to the edge of the water. In there, she spoke softly. Jane could feel herself shaking. Come with us, they responded, stepping ahead of her into the water. Jane trailed her fingers along the surface of the water just as the children disappeared from view. She smiled. She followed. It was shallow at first. She stepped down a little deeper. The water was soft and smoothing on her burning skin. It was cool, but not uncomfortable. It felt nice. Jane found herself welcoming it. Atypical. Finding yourself following three identical-looking expressionless children who showed up in the middle of the night into a lake was odd, by anyone's standards, especially Jane's. She expected no one would believe her. Not that anyone would know. Jane had lived her life by the book, following all the rules. Such abnormality happening to the most normal person she knew herself. Jane trailed her fingers along the surface of the water just as the children disappeared from view. She smiled. Interesting ending to that story. I died 11 months later. Whatever it was, our relationship was symbiotic, imitating loved ones to feed off of willing hosts to survive. As it turns out, there's only so long a person can last in such a relationship. I don't know if it was worth it, but it was easy. Dead. Oh, so it was feeding off the motions. Ugh. Creepy fuck. This is one of 6 endings of the story. Your choices incur real consequences, significantly altering the conclusion to Morph Girl. Will you find them all? Gotta catch 'em all. Well, that was an interesting trip. I'm not going to try and get all the endings, but I will try and get a few other ones. Let's see.